Volunteers today here at Nissan Stadium as the Vols and Nebraska battle in the Music City Bowl, and Tennessee prevails 38-24, led by Josh Dobbs, who was spectacular today, leading Tennessee to this victory. Bob Kessig and Tim Priest back as the Volunteer squad down in the south end zone here at Nissan Stadium, celebrating with the Proud of the Southline Band and all the Tennessee fans down there. They'll sing the Tennessee Waltz and Rocky Top, and then start relishing what was a very, very good bowl win for this Tennessee team, and a bounce-back win after the disappointing loss to Vanderbilt.
It was. A couple of times Tennessee made it a little harder than they had to with that fumble on the kickoff return. But offensively, after the first couple of series, Nebraska just didn't have any answers for whatever Josh Dobbs was doing. He was running for 11 times for 119 yards, or he was completing 23 passes for 291. 4 touchdowns total. He was terrific.
Tennessee in the game jumped out to a 14-0 lead on a John Kelly run and Josh Dobbs run. Nebraska countered with a touchdown, and then Tennessee got another run by Josh Dobbs to make it 21-7 at halftime. In the second half, Tennessee scored first on an Aaron Medley field goal in the third quarter to make it 24-7. And then Nebraska got a touchdown pass to Brandon Riley. That made it 24-14 at the end of the third quarter. Dobbs got another 3-yard run, and look, it was 31-14 at that time, and everybody thought that this game was over. But then Nebraska kicked a field goal to make it 31-17. The ensuing kickoff was fumbled by Tennessee. Nebraska took advantage of that as Riker Fife ran it in from 9 yards out to cut the lead to 31-24. But then Tennessee capped it off with a Josh Dobbs 59-yard pass to Josh Malone, made it 38-24, and then field position. Tennessee never let Nebraska get another scoring drive put together, and the Volunteers wrap up the victory. With the win, Tennessee finishes the season 9-4. Nebraska also finishes the season 9-4. So many big plays for Dobbs, but the Josh Malone long touchdown pass was the backbreaker.
That was the one at the end that got them back up to 14 after Nebraska had gotten it down to a 7-point game. And you just kind of knew if they'd let Dobbs do his thing with his feet or his arm, we were going to get on the scoreboard again, and that one did it.
Dobbs finishes this season with 3,777 yards in total offense. He fell just 12 yards behind Peyton Manning for the all-time single-season total offensive mark in Tennessee history. And Tennessee basically in the fourth quarter just had Dobbs handing off the ball. He would have smashed it if they wouldn't have let him run the offense.
He certainly could have. He did end up with 32 touchdowns in his career,
rushing,
and 12 this year rushing. An incredible number for a quarterback who spends most of his time really throwing the football.
They're letting Dobbs and Derek Barnett get on the podium down there and direct the Pride of the Southland Band in Rocky Top, as Dobbs playing his final game at Tennessee, and we all anticipate Derek Barnett playing his final game as well. And I don't know if I've ever seen a celebration for a defensive player by the entire team in the middle of the game after he gets a sack like they did with Derek Barnett.
But have you ever known a defensive player that played any harder or as hard as this guy? Every snap, he's coming 100 miles an hour, and he's done that his entire career. In 3 years, to have more sacks than Reggie White had in 4 years is quite an incredible number.
And tonight, so many times he came close. I mean, he could have had maybe 7 or 8 sacks. He was in a half step of getting right at Fife, and then finally at the end here late in the fourth quarter, he was able to get it and gets that record, and quite remarkable, 33 sacks in 3 years to pass Reggie White as the all-time sack leader in Tennessee history. Time now to announce with us.